I'm back. I am back. What is up, YouTube? And welcome back to my channel. Want to see the saddest thing ever is I had to take my nails off. I broke a few. If you watched my weekend vlog, I tried to capture, there's this like tower thing in my community and we always climb it. It's like our ritual. I don't know, like any gathering we have, we're always like, we have to climb the tower. So we did, and like we raced to the top and I broke off several nails. So then I just took them off, and this one, oh my god, it hurts. Do you see that? It hurts so bad. Ow. By the way, I'm wearing this cute Pippa, I think it's the Pippa crop from Gymshark. It is so cute. It is like, when I got it, the material, oh my god, it's like softer than a baby's bottom, softer than a baby's bottom. Today we are going to be talking about how I lose weight and eat whatever the heck I want. It's interesting because in my first fitness journey, as many of you know, I've talked about it before. I also have a video on it. I mentioned it in two videos really. The first one is talking about my first fitness journey and like just how that went. Then I do have like how I lost the weight in general, so I think I mentioned it there. And I think I also mentioned it a little bit in myths about weight loss, that video, and the mistakes I made on my first fitness journey. So I would check those out if you guys are interested in learning more about my first weight loss journey. But I just want to touch upon that slightly in this video, only because it is kind of important to what we are talking about. In the first fitness journey, I was super restrictive. As many of you may know, I did not eat anything I wanted. I counted everything. I didn't allow myself sweets or drinks or like literally anything outside of just basic fruits and veg. My dinner was practically the same every night. It was like chicken or salmon, a sweet potato, and veggies. It got so boring. It was just... Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started. Okay, so one of the things I talk about all the time in my videos as well is being in a calorie deficit and understanding that this counts for just in general, like being in a calorie deficit if you want to lose body weight, body fat. It's super important to burn more calories than you're taking in order to lose weight. So at first, when I first started this second journey, I was a little bit more restrictive, only to kind of get a better understanding of calorie deficits and also what foods worked for me and my body. My body responds well to certain things as well as yours. Like for me, I have to do cardio to stay lean. Other people don't really have to do as much cardio. But me, when I slack on cardio, I can tell and I start gaining some weight back if I'm not like on top of my calorie deficit. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Also, I just want you guys to keep in mind that weight is not important. The number on the scale is not important. And there are so many different effects, or there are so many different things that weigh in on like how our body holds weight, how we lose weight, what healthy number our body should be at. There's a lot to do with genetics, a lot to do with just our bone structures, a lot to do with our sleep habits, our stress, our hormone levels. There are so many things that go into it. So stop with the putting pressure on yourself. Stop with the numbers. Just stop. Okay? You're beautiful just the way you are. Your body is a beautiful shape, and don't let anyone tell you differently. Okay. Another thing is like when you are doing a calorie deficit, you don't have to be restrictive. Like, you really don't. When I did the restrictive thing, it just wasn't sustainable. I didn't treat myself during holidays. I didn't treat myself on birthdays or events or going to theme parks. And what happened was I would binge eat behind closed doors because I thought I couldn't have those things. And in turn, that craving would build and I would lose control and not know how to stop myself. So don't restrict yourself from anything. Like, I just hear some of my friends even making mistakes now, like, oh, I can't have that, I'm on a diet. I'm like, you can have that. You just, everything is okay in moderation, and that's the key. Everything is okay. There is no difference between good, like, there are healthier options, but food should not be labeled as good or bad. That gives such a negative connotation to food and creates such a bad relationship between us and food. I really honestly just focus on the 80-20 rule, making sure I'm eating 80% whole foods and the other 20% basically whatever I want. I'm more on a 90-10% only because that's just what responds better to me and my body. Other people, follow the 80-20 rule. But yeah, I just like to eat clean. That's just me and my body. That's my preference. I know my body hates greasy food. My body doesn't respond well to burgers and certain things like that. So just follow whatever works for you. And honestly, there are so many healthier alternatives and healthier options out there that you can find that are like equivalent to your favorite foods. These healthier alternatives, healthier desserts, by just interchanging certain ingredients, eliminating other ingredients. Like, did you know that like fast food restaurants in other countries, their French fries are made with 3 ingredients as one's French fries should be made? And then you come here and we make our French fries with like hundreds of ingredients that are not necessary. So cut out a lot of the processed stuff, switch over the oils, and just understand the nutritional value behind certain things. Again, stop like creating the label of good foods and bad foods, but understanding the foods with more nutritional value, because what happens when you eat those foods with less nutritional value, it's not bad, it's just your body doesn't use it in the way it wants to. Almost like your body needs certain fuel to operate properly, and a lot of those foods, the processed foods, don't have the nutrients that your body actually needs. They're just delicious. So if I do have a craving, if I want something, I give it to myself. I do not restrict myself. I've already been there, done that. Like I said, restricting myself has caused me in the past to binge eat way more than I should, not understanding moderation, giving me that bad relationship with food to where I would just sit with the whole bag and eat the whole bag. But no, like anytime I want something, I go for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't beat myself up about it. I don't feel guilty. I don't feel like, oh, I have to go to the gym to work this off. No, I don't do any of that. I just stick to my normal routine. Okay, I have this, it's done, it's over with. We move on. That's what building a healthy lifestyle. It is not a diet. I will repeat it again. It is not a diet. It is not restricting yourself from things you want and you're like, oh, I can't have that. No, it's none of that. It is purely a lifestyle. It should not be a chore. It should be something you just naturally want to do, naturally want to move your body. filling your body with good foods. And when I used to beat myself up a lot, because I used to, like, if I ate something bad, I would, beat myself up over it and get really down on, like, if this even was sustainable or possible, and I would just give up and just end game for me. For me, again, one of the biggest things was in doing a calorie deficit, I increased my cardio. Cardio keeps me going. Cardio is something I personally need, and cardio is just great in general to move your body. It helps alleviate stress, raise your serotonin levels. There are a lot of health benefits to that, but you don't have to be a crazy runner. You don't have to, spend hours on the bike or elliptical at the gym. You can just implement it here and there. I wrote a whole long thing on low impact ways to live a healthier lifestyle. And those are simple things like taking just a light bike ride, going for a brisk walk, taking your dogs out and playing with them outside, doing yoga, just moving your body. I learned to just increase my cardio, again, not as a chore, just something I wanted to do. And if there are days where I'm not feeling a run, I won't run. I'll just go for a brisk walk. But the important thing is just you're moving your body, getting your steps in, and enjoying yourself. The biggest thing people struggle with is creating balance. I talked about it kind of in my last video. And some of my friends really struggle with it on finding that balance of, doing well during the week, like feeding yourself nutritious foods, working out, moving your body, just however you do it, that's gonna be your way to do it. That's fine. But for me, on the weekends is kind of when I relax a little, and I do have that glass of wine with friends, or I do eat out or go somewhere, and that's okay. You have to understand the balance and not get, not beat yourself up over it. Like, it's not worth it. At the end of the day, you're there creating memories with friends and you're making the most of your time. So honestly, to me, I would rather have that extra glass of wine and have fun with friends than be beating myself up over saying I ruined all my progress. You're not going to ruin your progress overnight. And then I think about September and October, I noticed I was eating a little bit more, not really super focused on my nutrition as much. And for me, that was a benefit because it was reverse dieting, where you increase your calorie intake and then you'll cut it after a period of time. That'll jumpstart your metabolism, and I noticed so much progress after doing that. But again, it's up to you. It's up to where you're at in your journey. It's up to however you are living your life. Just live your life. Learning portion control and moderation, that was something I always struggled with because I restricted myself. Once I learned the balance and once I accepted what I ate, didn't beat myself up over it, and just ate what I wanted, I understood moderation. If you work mainly all hard throughout the weekend or the week, and then you go to the weekend and you're like, well, this is my chance to eat as much junk as I can because I won't be able to do it for a while because I'm starting a diet, blah, blah, blah. That's just no way to live your life. And then you feel guilty and you feel gross and bloated and beat yourself up. And then your progress is even slower than it would be because you were trying to fit all those calories of all your favorite foods into 1 or 2 days over the weekend and then trying to pick back up. You're equaling out what you're trying to do here. So understanding the moderation and just balance, you can enjoy yourself, but just in moderation. Everything is okay in moderation. Overall, you just have to stop being so mean to yourself throughout this process. You have to stop picking apart everything you eat, every ounce of your body, and just enjoy life. It is again, not a diet. You are not, diets are temporary, diets don't work, diets are just stupid in my opinion, because they don't teach you anything about just a sustainable, healthy life. And I saw something today and it was just like, you know, if you are more focused on living a healthier life than losing weight, automatically you will start to implement healthier practices into your life that build a better relationship with yourself, that build a better relationship with food, that builds a better mentality about your life and what you want and what you envision for your life. And over time, that weight loss just comes with it, because you're not focusing on timelines, you're not focusing on numbers, you're not putting all of this additional pressure on yourself to lose this weight. You are just understanding that this is like what you want for your life. You want to live a healthy, long life. You want to be able to embrace the fact that you can move your body. Not a lot of people are blessed to do that. Not a lot of people can just go for simple walks or have the freedom to do so. So take advantage of little things like that and just focus on living a healthier life rather than losing weight, rather than, oh, I have to get in shape by this time for this event. Just go out there, live a healthy life. You learn balance. Don't restrict yourself. Learn the life balance, the healthy lifestyle, and you got this. You got this. This is not the aim to be stick skinny. That is out anymore. What's in is strong and healthy. So kick societal standards to the curb, because you are beautiful just the way you are. And that's that. That's the tea, sis. So that concludes this little chit chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Have a beautiful day.